So I found a diary page when I was in seminary, and I really want to share it because I realized that we go through these times in our life and we forget what we're feeling at that moment. And this expresses so much, and I can't believe that I just can't keep this to myself. So here it is. The double world, double standards. Is it rather odd that the ones we feel close to, there's no conversation at all? It is the oneness we create, the desire and yearn. We strive to be understood, and yet we need to understand to achieve the lens of another. Pleasure is when the discussion ceases. We love to have the nonsense, the lack of meaning discussions. Yet we look for the meaning of everything. The truth is, I find myself in the true moment when the simpleness of being teased or teasing another. An example would be, there's times when I have friends who make fun of me and they say remember instead of remember, or specific instead of, I can't say it right. I am the victim of the search, the cycle of no answers. The connection is the true answer. Humanity forgets that what this connection means. One example of a super technical world where connection is lacking is when we absorb ourselves in study. Torah study can be beautiful to find the gem as a philosophy in life, but this in itself will not make one connected. Focusing on the thought is the problem in itself. You get really caught up in the cycle. I desperately want to let go. Pleasure is the flirting, the connecting, on the truest sense, and has been messed up in my world of judging values. There is no room to judge when you're showing you're paying attention to another. Uniqueness by a simple nonsense tease of your friend. Pleasure can come from multiple sources. One example would be preparation in one source, such as a party, like a hosting for Shabbos, a study group. The whole concept is preparing to give. This builds excitement that you build a sense of love and investment in that person. It is to tease that's the deepest sense of connection, and yet it's concealed and appears surface, and it feels like it has a lack of meaning, of like nonsense. I once gave a cartoon to three friends actually of mine, and it was like the truest sense of giving, because like when I made these cartoons, I made them so specific based on what I think that each individual friend of mine would appreciate. One was of making fun of them and how they just said, always just do it, and they were so inspiring to me, but I kind of made fun. Or another friend, and she's very into like certain characters, and she loves coffee. There's just so many different character traits of people. And another friend, likes to wear a bun, but there's so many different kinds, and it's just so interesting how love is not about this whole studying. It's about truly acknowledging someone else's uniqueness and that nonsense. All right, love you all, my friends. And it's very funny because this I actually wrote when I wasn't paying attention in seminary. So, yeah.
The truth comes out.
It really does. I love you guys.